Welcome to the G Spot, partake in stimulating discussions that may lead to an arousal of opinion. I am your host, G Majesty, and in today's topic, we're going to talk about the distinction between self-worth and knowing your value within your business. I think it gotta be said. I know we've all heard the different entrepreneurs say, I know my worth. I know my worth. The price is the price. Understanding this difference is pivotal for setting appropriate pricing, fostering relationships with clients, and achieving sustainable success. So come on in and sit down and let's talk about this heated debate about pricing. Is it justifiable? How much is too much? And are we building tangible business value while maintaining our self-worth? Too often, entrepreneurs mix their self-worth with the value they actually offer. Sure, confidence is key. But when it comes to pricing, it's all about benefits, outcome, and the value we really give to our customers. Jumping into entrepreneurship and slapping $500 price ranges on your services, just because that's the going rate, let's be for real. You do it too much. I mean, when you really think about it, the person that they're copying that has that $500 price tag might have a decade of experience, a solid client base, they use actual top-notch products, and they work be impeccable. Plus, their overhead cost is probably higher. Copying their price and not considering all of these factors is probably not the best idea. It's not gonna work out in the end. Take Netflix, for example. When Netflix first came out, their prices was like $7.99. It was affordable. And then after they created their value within their customers, they done boosted that thing up to about $25. And if I'm not mistaken, I could have sworn I saw an email where they're trying to go into the 30s. It's too much. Please, Netflix. Please. However, the point is they always knew their worth. But they also knew that they had to build the value within their business before slapping that price onto their customers. It's really simple when you think about it. What's comical to me is that a lot of entrepreneurs, and I honestly like to think that they're the new entrepreneurs, but sadly it's not only the new entrepreneurs because, I give them a little grace. But it's funny to me how some entrepreneurs don't see an issue with overpricing their services. But suddenly they get it when they go in and buy that off-brand soda and it's the same price as Coca-Cola. Now it's like, hold on, they not Coca-Cola, what is your problem? The girls know what I'm talking about. When you go in and you trying to get a new wig or something and the synthetic prices are just as high as the raw prices, what are we doing? Hold on now, it's supposed to be levels. Raise your hand if you're tired of the entrepreneurs slapping on over-the-top prices. Me. And let me just put it out there to service providers, come to the front. We're not gonna fight you, we're not gonna jump you, come to the front. So, I know service providers have been getting a lot of slack lately, okay? And although I'm inclined to agree with some of the takes that I've heard, I don't know why they're the only ones being cooked when literally everyone is price gouging right now. Everybody, have you seen your grocery list lately? Case in point. Let's break it down. We all know the economy is in a tough spot right now. Prices are soaring through the roof, okay? They going. And I don't think they're done. They might still add a few more taxes onto us. Everything has gone up. Rent, mortgages, Netflix, groceries, childcare, you name it. And now on top of all of that, our hair and nails too, oh, you've gone too far. It's given too much. We cannot keep doing this, please. Paying more for the same service is already bad enough, but y'all not gonna stop it there. Now y'all want us to pay more for subpar services? Being an entrepreneur means that you set your own prices and you navigate your own financial challenges, just like everybody else. Entrepreneurs are feeling the stress of rising costs and products. Don't get me wrong. Unlike salaried employees, we don't have a paycheck to fall back on. You gotta hustle to get it out the mud, and you gotta hustle to keep it out the mud. So when entrepreneurs raise their prices, it's often to cover the extra expenses. Unfortunately, this nuance sometimes gets lost with customers. Like they don't have a business, so y'all don't get it. That's I'm sitting in the middle. Like I like to look on both sides of the street is how I like to say it. Where it's like I can see where this person coming from, I can see where this person coming from, and I don't have to be pro or anti. I understand both parts, but I'm just here to kind of explain both parts for those who may not get it. But even with that being said, transparency is key. I think some entrepreneurs hesitate when being open about pricing because they don't want to get dragged. They ain't got time to hear y'all mouth. But let's be real. If you're raising your prices to keep the lights on, just say that. Just say, I personally don't see a problem with that. Where it's like, hey, rent has gone up, supplies has gone up, like gas has gone up. Y'all want me to keep working? And then what? I'm gonna be working out of my car? Y'all gonna come get y'all hair done out of my trunk? The answer is yes, sis. They will come get their hair done out of your trunk. That's not gonna stop nobody. Although entrepreneurs have to find a way to recover that loss with probably raising their prices, they have to find out a way to like not make it seem like the customer's just dishing out more. Like it comes with the territory of being an entrepreneur. And I feel like this is where the tension lies. If you're upping your prices but not enhancing your services, it's a problem. I mean, like, can you imagine walking into a salon, no AC, same old products, and they want to hit you with an increase? What am I paying for? But as a business owner, I get it. Prices do go up. But are you telling me that prices really skyrocketed that much that you're adding on $125 to your services? Be honest. Be honest. It's not. And don't get me started on the double standards with these late fees. Yeah. Clients get penalized for coming in late, but the service providers do not reciprocate that energy. You're not getting no discount, no sample products, nothing. Just wait over there while I set up. Y'all be so rude sometimes. Y'all, we gotta work on the customer service. Please, let's work on the customer service. But let's reel it back in because this is not just about service providers. This is about entrepreneurs as a whole. I'm talking about everybody. But I do want to make this point that high-end businesses aren't going through these same issues. I mean, of course, prices are going up for them too. But for one, their clients can afford the price rise. They can afford that. And for two, the elevated services justify the cost. There, I said it. They know how to Houdini that thing to where people aren't like, oh my God, no, here's your champagne. What would you like today? Here's the charcuterie board. Like, find a way, guys. Find a way. Be creative. So for my fellow entrepreneurs, it's time for a little self-reflections. Are your prices justified? Like, really, are they? And I've heard the arguments that business owners don't owe any explanations as to their pricing. And while that's technically true, building value with your customers are in your business best interest. Like this is going to help you in the end result. Too many of us are focused on getting to the bag that we were just like, the hell with customer service. Hey, yeah, just sit on over there, you know what I'm saying? I'll be there in a minute. What? Y'all gotta be kidding me. Some of them be just that bad, even though I'm extravagant. I'm being extra with it, but some of it really do be that bad. Like, stop treating your customers like crap. It's like saying take it or leave it, all while still depending on those very customers to sustain your business. Like, that's not nice. I'm not gonna wanna spend money with you. I think it's important to remember that without your clientele, your business is just an expensive hobby. I mean, like as my mom used to say, don't give people your ass to kiss. I came across this thought-provoking point recently, and it said, beyond systematic challenges, one hurdle Black entrepreneurs often face is the pursuit of quick returns. I've said it, I'm guilty of it, I've been there, done that, okay? So it's quick returns and instant gratification. Like we want overnight success. We all want our ventures to be profitable, but it's essential to balance that ambition with sustainable growth strategies. But even with me saying all of this, I still have that question in the back of my mind like, well, will it change though? Will it change? Which brings up a broader question. Do we genuinely want change in the flawed system? Or are we seeking to shift who holds the power within that system? I personally think the answer to both should be yes and yes. Okay, I just wait. But acknowledging this perspective can lead to more meaningful discussions about our place as entrepreneurs. What is our role? Focusing on building tangible value that your customers can recognize is crucial. It prevents you from disproportionately raising your prices and relying on a small clientele to cover all of your expenses. I remember overhearing, well, I was being nosy, but I remember overhearing a conversation about a new entrepreneur who purchased a product for $80 and then started charging her clients an additional $80 to recoup the cost. The issue here is that that one product could serve like 20 different customers. So by using this practice, it's unethical as hell. Like, I'm sorry, we just gonna put it out there. It's unethical. And by doing this, you're putting the financial burden on your clients and not adding any additional value to your services. Setting prices the right way should reflect the value you're providing to your customers. Significantly increasing the price can damage your reputation as a business. I'm not gonna lie, I used to be so aggravated, y'all, like with the bad customer service and with even hearing that conversation, like, oh, that's why stuff's so much more expensive now. Is this what y'all are doing? But honestly, I empathize with some of them because having been an entrepreneur since 2012, it's hard. Okay, and I didn't know any entrepreneurs, so I literally had to learn most of what I know on my own. So I'm gonna tell y'all, by being an actual entrepreneur, it's hard work. It is. If you're doing it right. If you're not doing it right, it's really not that hard, you know? But the unfortunate truth is being an entrepreneur has become trendy, okay? It's the new thing to do. Everybody is an entrepreneur. They don't lead even with telling you like what their business is. They just be like, I'm an entrepreneur. Okay, so what do you do? I'm an entrepreneur should not be the answer. But when I see entrepreneurs using, and I feel like I'm gonna say entrepreneurs loosely, okay? But when I see entrepreneurs using these shiesty practices, it makes it evident that they're not here for the long haul. They're here for a good time, not a long time. Just for the buck, baby. Where the cash at? Where the cash at? Where the cash at? But to bring it back to the topic, knowing your worth as an individual is completely different from knowing your worth as a business owner and the value your business brings. They are completely different. The two are not synonymous, okay? But let's be real. At the end of the day, overpricing your customers simply based on your inflated self-perception is crazy work. That's crazy. I know my worth. Come on, let's call a thing a thing. I mean, they probably good people. I'm sure they're good people. Maybe. But what does that have to do with doing my nails or coming to do the drywall? Like, I'm not paying you for your great personality. I'm not paying you because you dress so nice. I'm paying you for a service. So telling me that your prices are up here because I know my worth, I'm worthy, I'm worth it. Like, we're getting it misconstrued. I just need to bring some balance to it. Please don't be one of those people that just want to say something so you come out just like talking like you can't tell people what their prices should be. That is not what I'm saying. Calm down. Calm down. Slow down. Because y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. The my price is my price people. The I know my worth. Because your self-value is not the same as the value in your business. Unless you are a influencer and you're charging these businesses, telling them I know my worth and I'm worth this because I have this influence. But still, you still have to tell them some value. You can't say I know my worth and you have 2.9 followers, okay? Not even a whole other follower to make it 3. I know my worth. And let me just clarify for the record, I am not telling people what they should make their prices. I'm just saying make sure your prices are justified. Make sure you're giving people great customer service. Make sure you actually have a good service or good product to begin with. Because at the end of the day, look, y'all gonna do what you want to do anyways. Don't let me tell you what to put the value on your business. But I'm just saying make it make sense. So with ending this conversation, do you agree or disagree? Are service providers or are entrepreneurs overpricing? Is it justifiable? If you are an entrepreneur, do you think your prices are justified? Let me know in the comments how you feel about this discussion. If you're an entrepreneur, go ahead and drop the name of your business in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe. Go ahead so you'll know when I'm on again. And remember, I'm here every week. But thank y'all for tuning in to the G Spot. And I am your host, G Majesty. And I'll see y'all next time. Love, peace, and hair grease.